is that, Millets, the history of this court is the history of celebration of the values of the Constitution. There have been occasions where, Millets, like ADM Jabalpur, Millets, which is in dissonance with what this court has done over the years, Millets. I wish and hope, Millets, because this is an equally, Millets, significant case. It's a moment in the history of this court when the future of democracy will be determined. Millets, I am absolutely certain that without the intervention of this court, our democracy will be in danger, because no government will be allowed to survive. It is with that hope, Millets, that I make this plea to your lordships to allow this petition and set aside the governor's order. I have to go down to the House and I can participate in the proceedings and put my point of view. The procedure itself tells you that inherently in this process are reasons for removal.
What you're saying is simply saying no longer enjoy the support of the majority of the House means nothing.
Yes. So, Millets, Nabam Rebia has to go. It's in that context that I mentioned 179C, Millets. So, Millets, I've done with that. Now, I just want to read, Millets, their letter of the 21st of June, that resolution. So, Millets, this, first of all, this is written when? When this group, whether it's 34 or 39, are sitting in Assam. They know on the 21st of June that Eknath Shinde has been removed. Right, Millets? So it is in that context that this document is written. So obviously it's a self-serving document. It is not a document that sees the light of the day prior to 21st of June. It doesn't talk of any event prior to 21st of June. It makes some general statements that our cadres are unhappy. It refers to no such event. It refers to no such event when he has aired his views publicly prior to 21st of June. It refers to no such communication to the Chief Minister or to the party office prior to 21st of June. It's a self-serving document to justify the switch to the BJP on account of corruption in the government. But till the other day, till 21st June, he was the minister. And he was the group leader. Sorry. And corruption is not relevant, Millets, as your lordships have already heard. In Boma itself says, corruption not relevant even. Forget about this. So, Millets, what's the credibility of self-serving statements of a document when you're sitting in the lap of the BJP in Assam, knowing full well that you have been removed as a group leader and that Ajay Chaudhary has been appointed? Now, Millets, kindly see the end of this document. PDF 58. In view of the above, I'm sorry, my lords have that? In view of the above, the members of the Maharashtra Shiv Sena Legislature Party have met today, Legislature Party, and resolved as under. Hence, it is unanimously resolved as under. It is hereby resolved that and reaffirmed that Eknath Shinde, who was appointed as a leader of the Shiv Sena Legislature Party on 31/10, is and continues to be the leader. Why continues to be the leader? He is the leader, if he is the leader, because he knows he has been removed. And then it is hereby that Bharat Gogavle elected is appointed as the chief whip, and that Sunil Prabhu's appointment is cancelled. Well, sitting in Assam, 34 people or 39 or whatever, cancel the appointment of Sunil Prabhu. Which procedure or law is this? He's been the whip since 2019. So it's a self-serving document. No credence can be placed on it. There's not a mention of a split at all. It's the decision of the Legislature Party. So no split, self-serving document, and relied upon to show that there was some enormous discontent that was happening, reflected nowhere in the document with respect to any fact that's stated. And governor says that this document shows I am in receipt of resolution of 21st by 34 members stating that there is enormous discontent. Resolution clearly indicates that the majority members of the Shiv Sena legislative party want to exist the alliance of the NCP and INC, and to that end they have reaffirmed the appointment of the leader of Shiv Sena legislative party. He is recognizing a person who has been thrown out, the governor. With greatest respect, Malaj, this cannot be countenanced. You have to completely disregard this document as a self-serving document with no indication. And therefore, Malaj, Justice Venkachalaya's observations only, Malaj, reaffirm that we have reached the bottom of the barrel. So, Malaj, I mean, I didn't want to say this, Malaj. I really did not want to say this. But I'll give to the other side. You just have to read it, Malaj, where we are going in this country. Give it to Malaj. Read, just send it to Malaj. Just give it to the other side. I will not read it aloud, Malaj. This is a communication by the governor to Uddhav Thackeray. Just give me a few more minutes, I'll have done, Malaj. Give me just a few more minutes. Third paragraph from the bottom. The last three paragraphs, just read them, Malaj. Starting from I wonder. How does the governor write these things? This is the state of the nation. Malaj, last thing I'd like to say, and then I'm done, is that, Malaj, the history of this court is the history of celebration of the values of the Constitution. There have been occasions where, Malaj, like ADM Jabalpur, Malaj, which is in dissonance with what this court has done over the years, Malaj. I wish and hope, Malaj, because this is an equally, Malaj, significant case. It's a moment in the history of this court when the future of democracy will be determined. Malaj, I am absolutely certain that without the intervention of this court, our democracy will be in danger, because no government will be allowed to survive. It is with that hope, Malaj, that I make this plea to your lordships to allow this petition and set aside the governor's order. I'm obliged to your lordship.
Thank you, Dr. Singh. Dr. Singhvi will continue at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
So how long will you take?
Over about an hour.
About an hour?
Just a little bit for Dr. Yeah, let them, Malaj.
Thank you, Mr. Sibal.
I am, Malaj, honored by that.
We'll give you an hour at 2 o'clock.
Before Dr. Singhvi starts, Lord, I was told Mr. Sibal, some unconnected letter was produced by him, Lord, written by the governor.
That you need not deal with. You won't have to get a letter, just see the letter.
I have seen it, Lord.
It has no bearing on the matter. It has no bearing on the matter at all.
Lord, difficulty is, I don't have the advantage of being in dual capacity. I am only a lawyer. So I can't argue political issues, which are totally unconnected.
This letter was only, we had to only smile, that's all. Nothing more than that. I mean, there are so many things which I told you at the end of the argument, you just smile, you take it as
Lord, your lordship should smile twice. A, for such an unconnected thing being presented before your lordship, and second, for the content of it. Lord,
I don't think you have to really take it.
I'll leave it at that. Lord, second thing, yesterday I forgot.
We're not even going to, I don't think even Mr. Sibal expects us to refer to it in our judgment or anything like that. Not at all.
Lord, second thing, Lord, I
He didn't
forgot.
even read it as Brother Shah says.
He has not even read it.
He has not read it.
He said contents I will not read, you read.
Lord, second thing, I forgot to mention yesterday. In my list, I'm not arguing, Lord.
Yes.
In my documents, the last two documents are the letters received by me, by the governor, from leader of opposition and from Eknath Shinde that this is how we have the stable majority. Allow us to prove it.
Okay.
So, my lord, kindly have that, my lord. And the third request, my lord,
Yes.
there are some new points, my lord, addressed by Mr. Sibal. Considering that this is a wider issue, my lord, I can't object to that being argued. But allow me to file, my lord, my summary of submissions, my lord, over and above what I have filed. After the arguments are over, not for arguments purpose.
We'll see. Or you want to make some point in 2 minutes, you can make the point in 2 minutes. They're also.
No, it,
Suppose you filed your summary, then they'll say, well, we want to file something. If you make that point.
I would ensure your lordship that
If you make the point in their presence in 5 minutes, they are here, so you can, you're both in
I'll just-
presence of each other.
I bow down.
It's better, isn't it?
but I can assure your lordship, there would not be anything new which they would feel that they need to
But
argue.
what is the problem, my learned friend, saying it now? My lord is allowing you to say it in 2 minutes now.
Then after you complete.
After, Dr. Singhvi, after you complete, if there's, no, 1 second, if there's.
But this would be, the ping pong will continue. That's the only thing.
No,
Ping pong has to end this side, Balas. The
If,
rejoinder is where the
Dr.
ping pong
Singhvi,
ends. Let him say that.
No, the
minute or
ping
two-
pong ends where,
a minute or 2 minutes, if there's something which the,
Whereas your lordship's fond hopes of minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes are difficult hopes to manage. 1 or 2 minutes, 5
Dr.
minutes.
Singhvi would rather have it said in your presence, so we don't have more pleadings now being filed
I
in
am
the form.
saying-
I bow
Say it now.
I'll not insist for that. I'm respectfully, my lord,
I'm
not
saying say it
insisting
now.
for that.
I'm not opposing it.
Lord, let Dr. Singhvi complete.
Then you see
There
that.
are some issues which
All right.
I as a governor cannot deal with, my friend will deal with.
That would be a sur rejoinder. Let him say it now. I'm not opposing his saying. Your lordship is permitted to say it.
No, after
is not formal.
dealing with your.
He may be wanting
okay.
to reflect on it for a couple of minutes, that's all.
Some paras I'll point out at the end which were
No,
not.
no, this will be a sur rejoinder. This is not.
Whenever your lordship says. So
All
I'll
right,
read it.
we'll see.
Unless your lordship will allow a note, otherwise your lordship will have a full-blown sur rejoinder in terms of 2
We
minutes.
thought
5
allowing a note would be prejudicial to you, therefore we said we'll hear them in.
He's agreeable, he's fair. My lord,
a
he's
sur
agreeable.
rejoinder. There'll be a sur rejoinder.
All right, Mr. Call, you circulate a short note,
Yes.
Not more than 2 pages, yes?
not more than 2 pages, give a copy to.
That's fair.
Let's make one suggestion, subject to what your lordship says. I'll take exactly 2 minutes by the clock and just give the paragraphs. Can I do that?